I'm Bernadette, and I do wonder, how the hell did I get here? And how is it that I stayed here so long, especially given that one of my folks' favorite attacks is public humiliation, which I have mentioned before. And I wanted to tell about an event that was a turning point where these verbal attacks had gotten to me enough that it was time to turn the tables, stand up for myself. My daughter was visiting with me. It was Memorial Day weekend. And you know, one of the things I love to do is cook, grill, do them ribs out on that grill there. And I'm pretty good at it. I've been doing it a while. And I kind of follow my dad's recipe to the letter so that they turn out savory and good. Now, I've been barbecuing for quite a long time, so I kind of got the technique down. And this particular day, I had my ribs out, they're going and everything. My daughter is here. I'm happy to cook for her. I'm excited about it. And Mom just cannot resist taking the time out to do two things: critique me and humiliate me, especially in front of my kid. So Mom comes into the room and hey, you need to go out there and turn those ribs. I'm like, I got this. Nah, I'm telling you right now, you need to do that. And I'm like, all right, calm down. I'm trying to maintain. I'm trying to be the bigger person and just be cool. I said, I got this. I know I got to handle it. And my mom, that's where she tried to stand up with all that she is and all she's. I know better because I've been doing ribs all my life. So I'm telling you right now, this is what's going on. This is what needs to be done. And in that moment, I felt my whole everything rise up. And I said, you don't have to worry about this. And she said, apparently I do, because you just don't know what you're doing. And bitch, I can do this. I know what I'm doing. I know what the fuck I've been doing. I've been doing it a long damn time. And I don't need your old battle axe ass to tell me who, what, when, and how to cook some fucking ribs, is what I thought. When I tell you that those words were crossing my lips, I had never cussed at my mother ever, nary a day in my whole life. But in that moment, in that time, I wanted every freaking explicative that I could think of to freely roll off of my tongue and hit her ear as hard as I could, because I was sick, so sick and fed up with the daily shit, the daily talk, the daily critique, the daily complaint, the daily pick on me, the only person that was sitting up in this fucking house, keeping her and her man alive and thriving, because where the hell was anybody else? Who knows? And nobody else really gave a damn in that moment. But I'm the only one sitting there doing that, feeling that, taking in all of that aggravation. And this is what is being put on to me. And just as I could feel every ounce of that vitriol spill across my lips, I just happened to look over and see my daughter sitting there. And as much as I wanted to unleash the full strength and magnitude of everything I felt in that moment, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it because I could not allow my daughter to see me speak to her grandmother that way. That was the only thing that kept me. And I know, honestly, my mom is a provocateur. It is the moment she was trying to induce in me. So at the end of the day, because how would it have looked if I had actually, as badly as I want to do it, as badly as I wanted to do it in that moment, how would I have looked as the one cussing out my mom, the old lady? And my dad would have never stood for that. And probably in that moment, I would have been put out of the house. But I didn't swear at her, but what I did do was inhale, take a deep breath, a long one, and exhaled it out. And I stood, and I know what I'm doing. I'm very clear about what I'm doing. I don't need your help in this. I will manage this and I will take care of this. And although it was not an explicative latent response, which is what I really truly wanted to do with everything in me, I did start to stand my ground. That was the day I made the decision. That was the very last day that I was going to take just all the shit that was dumped on my head. I did not deserve it, and I was not going to just be there for it. It wasn't too long after that my mom was saying something else to me. She said something else to me about something I was cooking, because cooking was her favorite target. If I'm cooking, she was coming for it. And she said something very stern to me, and I matched her energy and pushed back and said, I'm very clear about what I'm doing. And I said, you ain't got to worry about this. Let me be clear right now. Whatever I'm doing right now, you do not have to worry about it in this moment. And ironically, a friend of mine who'd been telling me for quite a while, you got to stand up for yourself. You got to stand up for yourself. When I finally did it, and later we were alone, he said, wow, you were quite mean to your mom. You see that? You can't win. You cannot fucking win for losing. But I tell you what I've learned in that moment. The verbal attacks, they may come, but they would no longer come with a non-response. I was not going to be the verbal punching bag, the one that get dumped on any longer. Them days was slowly but surely coming to the end. The fight back was on. It was happening. And if you want to find out what happens next, how the escalation continues, how I continue to survive this, how I had to figure out how the hell did I get here, continue to join me on this journey. The next episode is going to be Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, 6 p.m. The next episode. We're at the midway point, and we're finishing this journey. But come along with me as I figure out how the hell did I get here? Thank you for joining me for this episode of How the Hell Did I Get Here? Be sure to join me Tuesday for the next episode. Follow me at the Caregiver Collaborative on TikTok, _Caregiver Collaborative on Instagram, and subscribe right here for the next edition.